Let's push this concept of using transparency further to actually blend together two separate pieces of footage. Here's the eye that you saw earlier, and I'm going to mask her out just as if I was starting to create a vignette effect. I'll pick an ellipse tool, drag out an elliptical shape path, hold the spacebar while I drag the mask path into a better position, and I'm going to start with a shape somewhere around there. Next, I'm going to drag an eye-like background behind this eye. Here, I've got a piece of background footage that has a nice strong center in it that's sort of an organic eye sort of look. I'm going to drag that behind. One thing I'm going to double check is what are the frame rates of my footage. This eye footage is actually shot originally 25 frames a second. My abstract background is at 29.97. I want the motion between these to match, so I'm going to take my abstract background and conform it in this interpret footage dialog to have the same frame rate as my original footage. That way their motion is going to match and I won't get any skipped or repeated frames. Now that I have the background in place, I'll select my eye layer, type 2 M's in quick succession to reveal the mask parameters, and start playing around with mask feather to create a little bit softer of a transition here. I'm going to turn off my mask so I can see things better. Once I feather it, the mask seems to grow. It's a little bit wide for my taste, so I actually use mask expansion to shrink back in on the eye a little bit. And now I've got a little bit more spooky of a look. Let's press 0 on the numeric keypad to RAM preview. And now I've got an interesting blend with this eye in the middle of an abstract background. Using the same basic techniques as we did to create a vignette, but rather than a vignette, we're using a separate piece of footage to fill in the space around my focal point. Note that we were creating our transparency directly on the eye layer, not another solid or shape layer above the eye. We're giving it the feathered edge to fade out and reveal what's behind.